Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are good. Today we will do review exercise 16 of book T2 and we do from question number 1 to question number 7. Let's start students. Now students, question number 1, the table shows the time taken measured to the nearest minute for 30 students to read a passage. That is the data provided to us. And in part number 1, represent the data on a dot diagram. We have to represent this data on dot diagram. First, we have to observe from our data how many times ones comes in this data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 9 times. We make 9 dots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1 comes 9 times. Now we count 2. 2 comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 2 also 9 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now we count 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 is 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now count 5. 5 is 1 and 2. 2 times. Now there is no 6. But 7 is 1 times. That's it. There is 1 dot. Now students, this is the dot diagram. We represent this data on this dot diagram. And in part number 2, what are the most common time taken? Yes, these are the minutes and which time occur most of the times. This is the most common time and that is 1 minute and 2 minute. And the common time taken is 1 minute or and 2 minute. These are the two most common time taken. Find the percentage. Now students, part number 3, find the percentage of student who took at most 3 minutes to read the passage. We have now students 9 and 9, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. These are 22 students and total number of students 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And this is the total number of students and we have to multiply by 800 to find the percentage, and that this is 22 by 3 and this is improper fraction. When we have to write in mixed number, we have to divide it 3, 7, 21, 1, 0 and 3, 3, 9, 1 point again 3, and that is we can write in decimal and we can also write in mixed number. I am writing there in mixed number, that is 73, 3 and remainder is 1. Yes. Students, this is the percentage of the students. Now in part number 4, briefly describe the distribution of the data. We have now students, from observing this data we can observe that there is a cluster at minute 1 and minute 2 and the time is given from 1 to 7, and that is we observe from this data. We have to write like that. The time is clustered at minute 1, is clustered at minute 1 to minute 2, and one extreme value and one extreme value is 7 minute. That is. Now students, question number 1 is solved. Now students, question number 2, the dot diagram represents the result of a survey conducted on a group of primary school children to find out the average number of the sweet they eat in a week. This dot diagram is provided to us, and we have to find from this data in part number way how many sweets do most children eat in a week. Students, and we observe from this data that the 4, that is the 4 which is the highest, most numbers contain is 4, and that's why the answer is most children eat 4 sweets in a week. And we write most children eat 4 sweets in a week. Yes, students, part number 2. What is the greatest number of the sweets the children eat in a week? Now we have to tell the greatest number of sweets. Now, students, these are the number of the sweets which eat kids, and this is the greatest number is 6. The greatest number of sweets is 6. Find the fraction of the children who do not eat sweets in a week. We have to find the fractions who do not eat the sweets in a week. The children who do not eat the sweets at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 children's, and the total number of the children are 4, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 and 9, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And these are the total number of students are 25, and this is the fraction. And this is the fraction who do not eat sweets in a week. These are the 4 children's, and the total number of the children are 25. Now students, part number 3 is also solved. Now students, question number 2 is done. Now students, question number 3, the table shows the length in centimeter of some meter roads in a factory, and this is the data provided to us in part number 1. Represent the data using the stamp and leaf diagram. We have to represent the data on stamp and leaf diagram. Key is also there that 3, 13 and 1 means 131. That's why we start from 13 and we observe how there is one value with 0, two values with 0, one value with 1, and one value is 2, and this is one value with 3. 1, 3, and this is stamp and leaf 130, it means 130, 130, 131, 132, and 133. That is the meaning of the key. Now for 14 and 1, 2 times 1, and then 5, 5, 5, 3 times 5, 146, 1 times and 2 times, 2 times 6 and 1 time 7. Now for 15, 15, 0, 1 time there is not another 0, and 1 is 1 time, and 2 1 time, and 53 is also 1 time, and next 158. Yes, there is no another value. There is no 156 and 155. There is 158. Now for 16. and 165 and 165. There is only two values with 16 and 55. Now students, this is the stamp and leaf diagram. It's completed. Now part number 2, what is the length of the longest metal rod? Yes, the longest metal rod is 165. Yes, it is clear from this stamp and leaf diagram. The longest metal rod is 165, yes, centimeters. What is the most common length? Yes, most common length which is repeated most of the time, and that is 145. You can observe 3 times 5. Yes, and the most common length is 145. Find the ratio of a number of the metal rod that are shorter than 156 to the number of the metal rod that are at least 152 centimeter long. Now the required ratio is, first we have to count the metal rods which are shorter than 156, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 10, and to the other side we have to the number of the that are at least 152 meter long. Yes, which are 152, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, we count from 152, and we can count from 152, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is the 5. We can simplify it, and the required ratio is 2 ratio and 1. Now students, question number 3 is solved. Now students, question number 4, the stamp and leaf diagram with split stamps represent the speed in kilometer per hour. Split stamps means that the stamp is, is separated in two parts, from 0 to 5, 4, and from 5 to 9. And question number 4, the stamp and leaf diagram with the split stamps represent the speed. The split stamps means that the stamp is broken into two, and from in one value the values from 0 to 4, and in the next one from 5 to 9 to represent the data in kilometer per hour of some vehicles, and they drove past a particular section of a expressway. The speed of the vehicles were recorded by the speed camera located at that section. That is stamp, and these are leaves. This is provided to us, and that is a key. 5 and 2 means 52 kilometers per hour. It means this is 53 kilometers per hour. And in part number 1, what was the most common speed? Most common speeds means which is repeated most of the time. We can observe easily from there that the value 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is repeated most of the time. And that's why the most common speed is 82 kilometer per hour. Yes, students. Now the part number 2, the highest speed limit for vehicles on an express way is 90 kilometer per hour. Find the percentage of vehicles that exceed the speed limit. Yes, we have to find the percentage which exceed the speed limit, and the speed is 90 kilometer per hour. It means which is above than 90, these values are added in exceed limits. And these are 3. We can observe clearly from this data the values are 3. The values are 3, and the total number of the values are vehicles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27 and 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. The 50, 51, 52, 53. These are 60. These total values are 60. We have to find the percentage. And in part number 2, we have to find the percentage, and that is 3. Total 60 multiply by 100, and this is 3, 1, 2, and 5. And we get the answer 5%. Now students, part number 3, the vehicle is selected at random. The probability that the speed of the vehicle exceed x kilometer per hour is 3/10. Find the value of x. And the probability is given to us is 3/10. And we have to find the value of x. We know the formula of probability is the number of the favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. And we have to write it like that. Yes. Probability is given for speed exceeds x kilometer per hour is probability is given in this part, question number part number 3, 3/10. That is the probability. And we have to find the number of vehicles who exceed the speed limit over total number of vehicles is equal to 3/10. This is equal to 3/10. Now we have to total number of vehicles, we know that 60. We have to multiply it, and number of vehicles who exceed the speed limit, 3/10 multiplied by 60, and we get 18. The number of the vehicles who exceed the speed limit is 18. Now we find the value of x by counting 18 vehicles. This is 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the value behind 18 is 84. And that it means the x is equal to 84. X is equal to 84. We have to find the vehicle which is selected at random, and that is 84. And probability is given to us 3/10. Now students, question number 5. The average amount of money in dollars saved by two groups of students in a month are recorded in a table. That is the group 1 and that is the group B. Represent these two set of data by a back-to-back stamp and leaf diagram. We have to represent this data on this stamp and leaf diagram. For first we have to done for class A, and then we for class B. And for class A, this is with 2, there is only one value, 2, 8. And with 3, 0 and 0, 2, 0 and 1, 6. And with 4, one value, 2. With 5, the 1, 5. And other value is 5. There is 2 values. And for 6, there is value 4. Yes, 6 and 8, 8. Yes, 4, 6, 8 and 8. With 7, there is 0. Yes, then 3. Yes, and 4. 3 and 4. With 8, only one value 5, and with 9 one value is 6. Yes, this is a stamp and leaf diagram for group A, and for group B 2, and there is 2 and 7. Yes, with 3, 2, 5. Yes, 2, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Yes, this 9. Yes, with 4, the value is 2, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, 5 and 6. With 5, there is 2 values 9 and 9. With 6, there is value 0, 1, and 2. With 7, there is only one value 3. With 8, there is only one value, and with 9, I observe there is not any value with value 9. And key is also, I make the key also 2/8 means 28. It means 28, it means 27, it means 30, 30 is $36. Now in part number 2, what is the greatest average amount of the money saved by the student in each group? For group A, it is 96, and for group B, it is 80. You can also write dollar. Yes, it is 80. Now students, part number 2 is solved. Now students, part number 3, which group of students save more money in a month? Explain your answer. We can observe this stamp and leaf diagram. We can observe that the group class A save more money because the number of the students are clustered at 6 and 7. There are more students at 6 and 7. But for class B, there is more student at 3 and 4. Yes, there is more student 3 and 4. But for class A, there is 6 and 7. It means the class A saved more money. So we write the group A saved more money. Uh, the students are clustered at 6 and 7 for group A, and for group B, students cluster at 3 and 4. Now students, question number 5 is also solved. Now students, question number 6, the following table show the number of rainy days X, these are the rainy days for different month, and the number of the road accident Y for each of the month, and these are the Y, these are the road accident. On a sheet of a graph paper using a scale of 2 centimeter to represent 2 days on a horizontal axis, it means that is y-axis, and 2 centimeter to represent one incident on a vertical axis. Plot the value given in a table above. We have to draw the graph. We not a graph. We have to draw the values. Point out the values in this part number A. That is x, which is along x-axis, and that is y, which is along y-axis. We can observe when x is 2, y is also 2, that one point is this one, And when x is 5 and y is 3, x is 5 and y is 3, that is in the middle. Yes, when x is 8, y is 5, the x is 8 and y is 5 in the middle. Yes, when x is 10, y is 5. Yes, it is there. When x is 14, y is 7. Yes, x is 14, y is 7. Yes, that is the point. When x is 18, y is 8. Yes, this is the point. When x is 20, y is 11, this is 10, and this is 1, 11. When x is 22, y is 12. This is the point. When x is 24, y is 13. This is the point. Yes, students. These are the points which we have to draw, which is the demand in question number 1. So we have to plot the values. We plot all the values which is provided in question number 6. Now students, part number B, draw a line best fit for the scatter diagram. We have to draw the line best fit for this. I observe that is the best line fit, so I draw the line there. Yes, all the line points are close to this line, and this is the line is the best fit. And yes, yes, students. Part number C, using the line of a best fit diagram. Now, students, part number C, using the line of best fit drawn, estimate the number of the road accident on a month with 17 rainy days and 27 rainy days. Uh, from 17, that is the middle, and we can observe the road accident, and these are 9. Yes, in the middle of 8 and 10, this is 9. C, part number 1, x is equal to 17, then y is equal to 9. And in C, part number 2, x is equal to 27, then y, we have to find the y. This is 27. We have to extend this line. When x is equal to 27, in the middle of 26 and 28. Yes, students. Yes, this is 14. When x is equal to 7, y is equal to 14. And y are the number of the accidents. When in 17 rainy days, there is 9 accident, and in 27 rainy days, there is 14 accidents. Now students, D part, find the equation of a line of a best fit diagram. We have to find the equation of a line which is best fit. To find the line of equation, we have to first find the gradient, and we know that gradient is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yes students, we have to take two values from this line best fit, and the 2 points are, that is 15 and 8, 1 point, another point is 17 and 9. Yes, this is y2, this is x2 and y2, y1, x1 and y1. y2 minus y1, y1 9 minus 8 and 17 minus 15. we get 1 by 2. This is our gradient. Yes, and we can observe clearly from this diagram that the y-intercept is yes, it is clear from that it is passing from the block number second. It means we can write it also like that, and total number of block is 5. We can also write that c is like that, and uh, yes, 2, because it passing from the block number 2 and the total number of blocks are 5, and this is 2 by 5. Yes, we know that the equation of line is y mx plus c. We write the value of m there, 1 by 2x, and c is 2 by 5. Now students, this question is solved. Now students, this is the line of equation of a best fit diagram. Now students, part number E, describe the correlation between and road accident. We can observe from this that there is a strong correlation. Strong correlation. Yes, students. Now, students, question number 6 is solved. In question number 7, describe the correlation in the following scatter diagram. What is the correlation in this scatter diagram, and suggest a possible scenario to produce such a result? In this diagram, we can observe there is no correlation. And for scenario, you can write anything that we can write for our students and their marks. Yes, you can write it like that. You can write anything. The kids eating candies in a day, per day. You can write any scenario to produce such a result. So this answer is varies from student to student for possible scenario. Now students, question number 7 is solved. I hope you understand these questions very well. Thank you very much students for watching my videos. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.